Hey people, I'll yak at you for a few seconds here on this Sunday, the 18th of February. Cheers. Still kind of in recovery mode. It's been so long since I've had a gig, and I enjoy it so thoroughly that, I tend to rehash it mentally quite a bit afterwards. And Friday night was a glorious night. It was. It really was. But a little bit about music. Yesterday I received this package with a cassette in it from Attis Recorded Media, Birmingham, Alabama. It took forever to get this box open. I mean, it's almost like it was hermetically sealed. It's a total art project. The letter here, I haven't tried that hard to decipher it. Probably can. I just haven't bothered. Okay. I don't know who this is offhand, but I have a feeling this is from someone that I have met and possibly worked with. I've done some work with some underground artists from the South. I don't always remember where they're from. Birmingham sounds familiar. Anyway, I played the tape already. Where is it? Good old cassette. This is Subhymnal Cubensis Aquarium Gardening. It starts off with a little thing about a little monologue or a little dialogue with a fellow who's about to try some magic mushrooms, it sounds like. I listened to... I got through most of side one of this. It just churns and grinds, and it's like a melting pot of sounds. It's really recorded hot. I noticed on the VU meters, it pegs into the red a lot, which I try not to do. On some of my older recordings I do. It was enjoyable. I like sound, and so this kept me listening. I had it on while I was on here, probably just browsing, or might have been playing a stupid game, But it just kept going, and I just, and I heard elements that I recognized. It sounds like things are overdriven on purpose and mashed together. Subhymnal. I enjoyed it. I also received, and I've only listened to this once, but this is some heavy stuff. Got the one sheet for it. This is Thomas Bay William Bailey. Again, from the note that was sent, it was like someone mentioned to him, perhaps he ought to send his music to me. And this is heavy sound work. Electronic composer, active for 20 years. He's just started his own label, 15 Minutes of Anonymity. Yes. So it looks like he's done a lot of things here. I have to dive into this deeper. My initial impression was thick, heavy, not one-dimensional. It's like it's a work to dive into. I'm showing it. I'll come back to it, but I want to let the artist know that I received the CD. My initial impression is that I hear your artistry, and I hear where this recording is likely quite a journey. Probably quite a journey, and I intend to take it. Just heard from Nick Fackler, the fellow who, well, he's my friend, but, you know, in regards to what the latest things going on, he directed the David Nance video for Credit Line that I see has been stacking up a lot of views. We were talking about getting together today. I don't really feel like going anywhere, so I was saying I'll catch him tomorrow. So, okay, so let's talk just a tiny bit of business here. So I don't intend to make it hard for you to buy the Digital Sex CD. When it was on Bandcamp makes things easy, okay? Because of the bullshit with one of my ex-partners, I told you I took it off. So I think that confuses or seemingly makes it harder to some people for them to get the CD. But it's real simple, actually. If you still want to purchase a copy of the Digital Sex CD, send me an email to dereckvaughn@gmail.com. I'll leave it below how to spell it for instructions. I primarily work through PayPal. If it will help, I can accept payments through Venmo. But I have more of these, and I'd love for you to have it. Locally, at the David Nance show, I sold several. And Recycled Sounds, which is a local record store here, Stuart, he wants to carry it. So he'll have copies. Well, he has some now, unless they sold already over the weekend. But that will be a store locally where you can, once again, get this. It's apparently been sought after because of all the bullshit with, and it's bullshit, you know. And since it's come back up, I've been telling the story face to face to people, like at the record release show. David Nance filled a few folks in about the backstory on this, you know, because, you know. So people signed autographs, even had somebody break it open and say, please sign this motherfucker. So email me, and if I get communication with that other person where it really sounds like he's not going to bother us, I'll put it back on Bandcamp. But here's the deal. Because he's such a sourpuss, the songs that we co-wrote, where he published them behind my back, see, that's one thing, I'm letting it, I ain't lying. Those songs will not be available digitally. If I put it back on Bandcamp, you can buy the whole CD, but there's only going to be 4 songs available digitally. See what I'm saying? So that's, you know, a complication. That's why I just said, just fuck it, and took it off. What a petty motherfucker. I'm putting it out there. Didn't say no names. So anyway, I'd like to be done with it. Frankly, I have moved on myself, musically and personally. So there's that. Okay, so get that shit out of the way. In other news, yesterday was Fred Frith of Henry Cow. is how I first heard of him. It was his birthday. Here's one. I listened to part of this. The top of his head from the Made to Measure series. Great series of adventurous music from Crammed Discs in Belgium. Fred Frith is a big influence on me in many ways, and it means a lot to me to be on a record, a couple of records where I don't play with him, but I'm on the same release. And that's a feather in my cap to have gotten that close to working with and meeting Fred Frith. He's a great guitarist, if you don't know his work. An innovator. We're all getting up there. He's in his, 74, 75 now? Man. A little more personal. Well, let me just keep going. I'm just going to off the top of my head. So I traded CDs with the opening band from the record release show, Pagan Athletes. Two-piece, it's two brothers, Griffin and Nathan Wolf. As I've said it many times, I remember when they were just in diapers. And I have a wonderful picture of me with them with their dad at a music show. I forget who it is. And they were still just baby-faced kids. And now we're sharing gigs. And they are original. This is drums and Casio. And the first thing I got to say is that Nathan on drums is good. He is a good drummer. I love it because you hear him using his technique, they do things in odd time signatures. Things are definitely proggy in a punk way. The vocals are all angsty and young, so that part, is like, obviously I just have to get through it. But the music and the energy is great. It was a real nice contrast for the show, for the real rootsy thing that Dave does, and then these guys, I love it. So I like the CD. Yeah, if I didn't know them, would I like it? Yeah, I do like it. In other news, here in Omaha, tonight is the night of the yearly Omaha Entertainment and Arts Awards ceremony. We have our own local version of the Grammys and whatever you call it, for the arts. Been going for I don't know how many years now, maybe 12 years or so. I've been nominated numerous times. I don't keep count of that. I've won 4 or 5 times. I know I have 4. Anyway, RAF, we received 2 nominations. When they added Best Punk Rock Band a few years ago, we were nominated the first year, didn't win. It was funny, the band that won, which was a head scratcher, as soon as they won, they left town and they broke up. Since then, we've won twice. Best Punk Rock Act. And so we've been nominated again. It's not something I assume is going to happen. It's like, I'm always surprised. Oh, again, we got nominated? But we get, again, for this year's awards, we got nominated for Best Punk. We also got nominated for Album of the Year for No Salvation. Now, I have no expectation that this can possibly win. I guess the word is it can possibly win. It was nominated. Highly doubt it. I'm not going to the awards. I've gone a few times. I don't like sitting around watching people drink. I really don't. And all the hobnobbing. I don't care for a little bit of that. I care for. Mostly I don't. But this is nominated. I'm not going tonight. One of the band members, Dan, his current girlfriend roped him into going, so he'll be going. It's nice just to be nominated, to be recognized, that somebody thought enough of the record to nominate it. This is available on Bandcamp. It has its own Bandcamp site. I'll leave the link. I have vinyl and compact disc. It's a damn fine album. It is. It is. Cheers again. So back to the David Nance. I've copied from the internet what I can of. There's a few 7, 8, 10-second clips and 1 2-minute clip further from the David Nance Mode Sound album release party. I'll add them at the end of this video so you can see them. And that's about where I'm going to stop, okay? Just kind of recapping. Okay, it's been a fantastic weekend. Y'all take care. All that time to be free. The love for you, it goes too far. I was a plasma queen. We watched the mountains cut the skies down.